Hello guys, colorful day. This is Rangara. We are going to discuss about the human respiratory system in this lecture. Already we meet in the last lecture, discuss about the human digestive system, what is the role of the human digestive system, how it is helping to the body, and already you can remember that what I'm saying. Why we are taking food? We need food to get the energy. What is the role of this energy? A lot of physiological process takes place in the human body. That physiological process to perform that physiological process, and also we are doing a lot of works in the outside too. To perform all these tasks, we need energy. For this energy, where we are getting this energy, we are getting from the food we are taking. We are intaking that is processed by the digestive system. Finally, that absorbed into the blood, undergo the catabolic process. Okay, finally it's give energy to the body to perform all the tasks and physiological needs. Okay, in this lecture, while catabolicing, I told that catabolic process, how it is catabolizing the this absorbed food materials. Okay, by the oxidizing. Okay, by the oxidation, it is catabolizing the food. From where to oxidize, where we are getting oxygen. You can observe, without oxygen no organism, most of the organisms can't able to survive. Okay, can't able to survive even a minute too. Okay, some of the organisms, because why I have told that most of the organisms, some organisms are adapted in different habits. Okay, that's why. Okay, if you can up to the human, we need oxygen. Without oxygen we can't able to survive. Then from where there is another question, where we are getting oxygen. Exactly, we are getting oxygen from the environment by the respiratory system. That when we breathe, that oxygen portion in the air absorbed in the alveolar region into the blood. Okay, let me go into the human respiratory system. Okay, already in last lecture we discussed that while discussing about the human digestive lecture, already I told the names of these two lips. This lip is called labrum, this is called the labium. This above the labrum you can observe there is a small holes that are called the nostrils. Okay, these nostrils open into the nasal chambers. These are the nasal chambers. Okay, 1 2, how many nasal chambers I have? 2, U2. Okay, these nasal chambers are separated by the nasal septum. Okay, these are the nostrils open into the nasal chambers. Nasal chambers open into the nasal cavity. While discussing about the human digestive system, this buccal cavity and nasal cavity is separated by a palate, right? Okay, this facilitates chewing and respiration simultaneously. Okay, let me see about the nasal chambers. For example, this is a nasal chamber. Okay, it will have front portion, it will have hair and sebaceous glands. What it have? Hair and sebaceous glands. Okay, you can observe in the front portion of the nasal chambers, it have hair and like mucus like secretions. What is the need of that? It prevents the dust particle while we breathe. Okay, then after, respiratory part. This one is a respiratory part. Okay, what is the role of this? It will consist the thin twisted body terminals. Okay, for example, you can go you will go at the high temperature to warm your body, and also you went to the cold region to cherish yourself from temperature. Okay, in these conditions what will happen, if you when you go at the warm area, if your system takes hot air, it affects your lungs. When you're in a cold area, it affects your lungs. That's why these three twisted bony terminals will present here. Three thin twisted bony terminals. The thin twisted bony terminal present here, which optimizes the temperature. What will it make? It will optimize the temperature. Then after, this is the olfactory. This line by olfactory epithelium. You can, when you go some good smelling area or something somewhere, you get the sense of smell. You get the sense of smell. How you are getting that? While you take that air in that area, it will go at the olfactory epithelium area. Here, olfactory nerve will be present. What nerve? Olfactory nerve. You can observe while studying about the central nervous system. Okay, what central nervous system and brain. Okay, when you discuss about this, what will it consist? That is olfactory nerve, optic nerve, oculomotor nerve. These nerves here, olfactory nerve will connect here. It connects from here to brain olfactory bulb. Olfactory nerve connects olfactory epithelium and olfactory bulb. It carries the sense of smell to the brain and gives a sense to you. Okay. Then after it's opens into the nasal cavity. Okay. What we do to open into the nasal cavity. This nasal cavity. Okay. This is the nasal chamber's nose. Like this, it will be. Then after, this is the buccal cavity. Buccal cavity. This is the nasal cavity. Okay. It is the palate. What it is? Palate. Okay. Then after, these are opening into the pharynx. Okay. These are opening into the pharynx. Pharynx is a common passage of food and air. Already we discussed in the last lecture. Digestive system too. Okay. The region in the pharynx again classified into 3 regions. The region close to the nasal cavity is called the nasopharynx. Oral region is the oropharynx, and to the larynx is the laryngopharynx. Pharynx is again classified into 3 types. How many types? 3 types. Nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx. Okay. Nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx depend upon the region. The region, the pharynx, the region close to the nasal cavity, that is nasopharynx. Close to the buccal cavity, that is oropharynx. Close to the laryngopharynx, that is the close to the larynx is called laryngopharynx. Okay. Laryngopharynx. Then after, the air enter into like this, the nostrils. This is the environment. Okay. Air enters to the nasal chambers, into the nasal cavity, then after to the pharynx. Pharynx to here, I told 2 pipes will be present here. How many pipes? 2 pipes. Okay. Two pipes will be present here. This is a esophagus. What it is? Esophagus. It is trachea. What it is? It is trachea. Okay. Okay. This is esophagus. It is a trachea. This is called the larynx. What it is? Larynx. This is called larynx. Okay. Larynx is made up of paired and unpaired cartilages. You can observe here in boys, in gents. When you come to the gents, you will find a bulb-like structure here. I think you are able to see this one, right? Bulb-like structure. This is the prominence of thyroid cartilage. What it is? Thyroid cartilage. It's looking like bulge a little bit, right? That's called Adam's apple. What it is? Adam's apple. Okay. Thyroid, cricoid, epiglottis. What? Thyroid, cricoid, epiglottis, unpaired cartilage. What it is? Thyroid, cricoid, epiglottis, the unpaired cartilage. Corniculate iridoid cuneiform is the paired cartilage. Corniculate arytenoid cuneiform is the paired cartilage. Okay, thyroid, cricoid, epiglottis is the unpaired cartilage. Corniculate arytenoid cuneiform is the paired cartilage. Okay, this is the thyroid. This is the thyroid. The pronoun thyroid cartilage is called Adam's apple. This is the epiglottis. Epiglottis play a good role because when we take the food, when we take the food, which prevents the entry of the food into the trachea. We are taking the food like this. For example, epiglottis. This is the trachea, like this. Okay, this is the trachea. Okay, this is the trachea. Food is here. When we take the food, then epiglottis close the trachea. Epiglottis, what will happen? What will do it? It close the trachea. Then food slowly deglutiate into the esophagus. It's prevented the entry of food into the trachea. Epiglottis close and open. While take the food, it will be close the trachea. When you take the air, it's open the larynx. Okay, it opens the larynx. Okay. Okay, here thyroid and arytenoid cartilage. This thyroid and arytenoid cartilage connected with the Elois fibers. What fibers? Thyroid and arytenoid cartilage. Thyroid and arytenoid. Thyroid and arytenoid cartilage. These are connected with Elois fibers. What? Connected with Elois fibers. Elois fibers. These are connected with Elois. Thyroid and arytenoid cartilage connected with Elois fiber. The vibration of these vocal cords produce sound. I am able to speaking. You are getting my voice. This sound wave from where it is coming. The sound from where is coming. Okay. This from the Elois fibers. Vibration of Elois fibers creates the sound. That sound by the regulation of the tongue, giving a different our expecting manner, our desiring manner. The sound is coming out. Okay, the sound, it's in the vibration of the Elois fibers gives the same sound. Vibration of Elois fibers, same sound. It's a little bit controlled by the here trachea muscles, neck muscles. Okay. It will be controlled there, and also with that sound is regulated and converted into the desiring manner. The sound is converted desiring by the tongue. Okay, without the tongue we can't able to produce the sound in proper manner. Okay, without the larynx, without the neck muscles also we can't able to produce that sound. Okay, thyroid and arytenoid cartilage. You can observe in some of the people can't able to speak. Those, what will happen in them, thyroid and arytenoid cartilage not really connected with the Elois fibers is replaced by the mucus folds. They replaced by the mucus fold. Even the mucus folds vibrate but can't able to produce sound. Can't able to produce sound. That's why they can't create a proper sound. Can't able to speak. Okay. Next. Okay. Here, now the trachea is supported by the C-shaped. Already we discussed about the larynx. Larynx is completed. Now trachea. Trachea is supported by the C-shaped cartilaginous rings. C-shaped cartilaginous rings. We discussed about. We studied up the cartilage in the lower classes. There is 3 types of hyaline, elastic, and fibrous cartilage. It's come under the hyaline cartilage. Okay. C-shaped cartilages. Okay. This C-shaped, incompleted C-shaped cartilages is it is supported ventrally the trachea. It prevents the collapse of the trachea. If it not present, what will happen? The trachea will collapse and can't able to breathe. If it's closed, how? For example, there is a water pipe. If that closed, water will not flow forward. At the same, as well as if the trachea is closed, then air will not pass into the lungs. Okay, that's this. Okay, now Okay. Okay. At the fifth thoracic vertebrae, okay, you already we know that our vertebral column will have 26 vertebrae. At the neck will have the 7. Thoracic will have the how much? 12. Okay, 12 thoracic vertebrae. At the fifth thoracic vertebrae, the trachea is bronchi separated into two separate categories, two separate bronchs. Okay, primary bronchi, two separate primary bronchi. Each primary bronchi entered into the respective lungs. Okay, then after this primary bronchi is again classified into secondary bronchs. What it is? Secondary bronchs. Like that. Secondary bronchs, primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, then after tertiary bronchs. Each bronchiole consists a cluster of alveoli ducts. A cluster of alveoli ducts. Like this. Okay, these are the alveoli ducts. Each alveoli duct consists alveoli. What it is? Alveoli. Okay. Each alveoli duct consists alveoli. This you can observe from here to here. This is called respiratory tract. This is a this alveolar envelope is useful for the exchange of gases. Okay, this is the conductor of gases, and this one is useful for the alveolar, and alveolar duct useful for the exchange of the gases. You can observe heart will be located here. Okay, when the pulmonary artery, okay, for example like this, 4 chambers. Now it is the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery enter into the lungs. Okay, pulmonary artery enter into the lungs. And then after pulmonary veins collect the oxygenated blood. Okay, pulmonary vein collect the oxygenated blood. This is the right auricle. This is the left auricle. Right ventricle, left ventricle. Okay, from the right ventricle, the pulmonary artery starts and opening enters into the lungs. Here, the exchange of gases will take place here. Okay, the gases will exchange. High pVOT will be present. High pVOT means pressure of the oxygen, partial pressure of the oxygen. When we talk about the single gas, it will be expressed in the PO2. Okay, because in air this is a mixed gas, it will have a lot of gases. Okay, so we are talking only about the oxygen, that's why I mentioned like this. Okay, here the pulmonary artery enter into the lungs. Then after oxygenation, exchange of the gases, again pulmonary, and the heart collects the blood from the lungs through the pulmonary vein. Okay, pulmonary veins open into the left auricle. Okay, left auricle collects the oxygenated blood from the lungs, like that, from this one too. Okay, then after systematic artery again transfers the blood to the different parts of the body. From different parts of the body, this superior vena cava, inferior, through precaval vein, postcaval vein, by that one, right auricle collects the deoxygenated blood from the all parts of the body through the pre and postcaval veins. Okay, then after it's like this, deoxygenated blood to go, deoxygenated blood. Okay, I am saying here deoxygenated blood. This is the deoxygenated blood collected into the right auricle. It flows to the bicuspid valve, then after it comes to the pulmonary artery, then after it enters into the lungs, then after it here oxygenation will take place, then again through the pulmonary veins entered into the blood, entered into the left auricle, from the left auricle to left ventricle to the tricuspid valve, then after through the systematic artery it is transferred to the all parts of the body. After the exchange of gases in the different tissues of the body, again it's collected, the blood collected to the right auricle. This circle will take place in this manner. The lungs useful to here. Okay, in the next lecture we discussing about the ventilation. Okay, thank you.